Thank you for having us back. David and I did this last year. It was rousing, David, but I'm a little under the weather today, so it'll be less rousing from my end today. But so the question is, what's coming? What for the next year? What are kind of the hopes and dreams from the county commission in collaboration and hopefully in most cases with the city? And so I will click off just a couple of things that we hope to continue to work on, and then a couple of things that I think are newer things that are on the horizon. So I must have, given your intro, I must have talked a lot about the sales tax the last time. Well, we did pass the sales tax, and we've been able to stabilize some of the operations at the county because of that. And so that is, I feel like we're able to breathe for the first time in this budget cycle and try to not only stabilize the operations that we have now, but to think a little bit differently about the work of the county. So that's good news from last year. We had open meetings. We're taking our meetings once a month out into the community in the evenings to be more accessible. We will continue to do that, and the state of the county will also be free and open to the public for the second time. So we're excited about that. We will talk a little bit probably about MSD. The court case is ongoing, but there are some things that we continue to work on regarding rates and some of the equity pieces of MSD that were offered by the Affordability Task Force. And so we have been working on those, and we have a senior program in place right now for discounts for people that qualify for homestead. And we're also looking at the impervious surface rate. So we are continuing to work on some of that, and the city is our partner in that as we move forward. We'll continue to work on the issue of addiction. It's sad that I can't say that we've made some progress, but it's always stilted progress because our numbers are very high with the people that we're losing in this community to addiction. And so we will continue to do that work. Part of it this year is a retrofit of the jail to accommodate 90 treatment beds in the jail. That was through a state grant. They will not be jail cells. It'll be more of a dormitory kind of setting where people can do peer-to-peer recovery, and we'll offer supports in the jail setting for that. So that's a big deal. And then the Commission on Women and Girls did an awful lot last year, really great recommendations, particularly around the work that groups, we're partnering with Women Helping Women and the Y to do work with victims of gender-based violence. And so that was a recommendation from the committee, and we are going to have emergency response and some in-house training to make reasonable accommodations for those who suffer domestic violence. So those are some things we'll continue. A couple other things that are going to be new on the horizon. The county in the city has been in this space. This issue of poverty, childhood family poverty in this community is huge, and the county, I think, needs to play a bigger part in this. And so we're doing some of this through JFS, through Project Lift, to reduce family poverty, but we need to do more in housing, transportation, and employment. Those are kind of the things that need to be in place for families not to experience poverty. And so you mentioned sort of the transportation piece, but I feel like this year the county will be more involved in housing. We are starting to do that, partner with LIFT and the city to say what is our role, not only in the city of Cincinnati, but also in the outlying areas where some of this poverty is now spreading. And we need to get real about that and be a real partner, I think, on that. The census is something we will be working on. Everybody needs to be counted, not only for the economic development dollars that come through those numbers, those real numbers, but also through some of the social supports that come through those population numbers. And so the city and the county have partnered, and we are very serious about making sure everybody gets counted. There are many jobs available if you know anyone that would like to help with the effort. They're good paying jobs. They start, the census takers will start in the late spring, early summer. What is it, 23 bucks an hour? Something like that. It's a good paying job, and you get to set your own hours. So if anybody's interested or knows anybody that is interested, maybe teachers, students in particular, those jobs will be available. And then the last thing I will mention is, as you may know, the Convention Center Hotel is something that the county's been working on. That will come to a head probably in the first 2 months of this year. We are trying to get control of that property and make sure that we have a headquarter hotel that will service the convention center and the broader community. And so it's difficult, but that's something that will, I hope, be resolved early this year. So that's all I've got. I'm anxious to hear what David has.